Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Maniac Monday. Yes, folks, the week is already upon us. That weekend just flew by for me. Hopefully you guys got to get out and enjoy the weather, watch some movies, binge watch some series, whatever it is that makes you happy. And right now I do hope you're having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk on top of that. And then also please do like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing each and every one of you every Monday through Friday, pending my schedule or holidays. And then, of course, please look in the description box for more information on the daily film, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, the runtime of the cut I am watching, along with an MPAA rating if there is one, which usually there is not. What else do I put in there? Your director, some trivia if I find anything worthwhile of mentioning, and then either a link for a trailer or a scene in the movie, which is mostly going to be trailers. Very rarely will it boil down to just a scene, and it's only happened a few times where I didn't put anything at all. Once because I didn't want to put hardcore pornography on here. Anyways. Now that I got all that out of the way, let's get on to the film of the day. Now, today we're going all the way back to 1978, and we're visiting another video nasty. I don't know what just everything I've been grabbing seems to be video nasties as of late. I don't know why. I'm going to be doing some newer movies this week, though. Stuff that would have never been on there because they're too new. But either way, I'm going to be doing some other indie stuff. I'm going to be doing some indie stuff this week. Look out for a new one from Dakota Ray. I'm probably going to be doing that one on Friday, just to let you guys know. Either way, let's get on to this one. Like I said, it came back out all the way back in 1978, so it is 42 years ago now. It's hard to believe that this was filmed so long ago because it does, no, let's face it, folks, it doesn't transfer well with the times. It aged, but not quite as masterfully as it should have, but I still like it because it has a nice sleaze factor to it. I mean, you look at the name, the title is called Killer Nun. I mean, that is a title that just rings in your, it just catches your ears and your eyes, and it's just like, oh, this looks like it might be a fun little ride. And yeah, it is. It's fun. It's a little slow. It gets a little. One of the characters in here is kind of annoying. Paula. Her character I don't really like. She's got some wicked bad teeth, and that's all I can think of when I saw her on the screen, because she was a mouth breather, and all I could do was see those wretched teeth of hers. Either way, now who's in this? We got the beautiful Anita Ekberg, who did a whole bunch of like Swedish erotica type stuff. She plays your star of the movie. She plays Sister Gertrude, very stern, mean matron of the infirmary where she is basically in charge of. She is a very shrewd person. And then we got Joe Dallesandro in here. And then we got Lou Castel, Alida Valli, Massimo Serato, Alice Gheradi, Laura Nucci, and then Lee D. Barriault. Yeah, sorry for murdering those names. There's a lot of those in there I murdered. Hey, you might want to arrest me. I just committed a mass murder. Oh, that's silly. But what do we have on here as far as special features go? It's only got an interview with the director, Guilio Berruti. But that is really the only big feature in there. There is a theatrical trailer and then a still gallery in there. So you do get a little more, but not a whole lot of special features on here. This is one that I would like to check out, that Arrow release of this, because I feel like this is one I would like to upgrade. So it's it's good enough for me to double dip, if that means anything to you guys, because I don't like to just double dip on anything out there, because there is some really bad stuff getting released as of late. I mean, do we really need a cassette tape of Richard Stanley reading Color of Space or whatever it is? Do we really need that, guys? Sorry, Severin, I had to throw that out there. That one really just makes my head shake. And then I see Vinegar Syndrome sold some Tiny Tim, huh? God bless you guys. Now that I got all the stuff out of the way on this one, and by the way, this is a Blue Underground, and it is a standard issue pressed DVD. I got the old catalog still in here, and it does not have a reversible artwork. It does have the index card on the inside and a nice little washed out picture, a really red washed out picture of. I'm guessing that. Let me take another look at it real quick. That is, I think that's the Paola character that I really don't like. She kind of is annoying, in my opinion. Um, there's little things that she does that just make no sense. Like, she's a lesbian nun, which that right there is like, huh? I didn't know that it existed, but I guess it makes sense. There's gay priests, so that's stupid for me to think of. But she's a lesbian nun who sleeps in the nude. Kind of a contradiction of what a nun is supposed to be. A nun is supposed to be a wholesome, motherly, very religious type person, somebody you look up to spiritually for guidance and help, one of those types. She already is one of those characters that she can't be really trusted at her word right from the beginning, because she obviously she can't follow the rules of being a nun. And then, of course, Anita Ekberg is our, like I said earlier, she's Sister Gertrude. She's our main character of the whole film. She at the very beginning, you get to see somebody getting a brain surgery going on, and it is Anita Ekberg's character. She had a brain cancer, and they allegedly removed it. She thinks she still has cancer going on in her brain, when all the doctors and everything like that tell her that she's suffering from post-traumatic stress. Like, they didn't call it PTSD, but that's basically what they alluded it to. But it's a form of PTSD that she carries over now, and it in turn makes her become a morphine junkie. She also, at one point, during a lunch scene, there's this little old lady that is sitting there, and well, there's a whole bunch. It's a bunch of sickly people. There's one younger person in there, or two younger type people in there, but they're sickly people for the most. But this little old lady has her teeth soaking in water on the table, which is gross in my opinion. Like, come on, lady, go do that somewhere else. Nobody needs to see that. But in turn, our sister Gertrude comes in, and she takes this lady's teeth and proceeds to stomp on them until they are nothing left but little pieces of fake teeth and gum. It is just absolutely one of those, like, jaw-dropping scenes that I'm sure that could really upset some people. It definitely caught me by surprise when I first saw this. I was just like, holy shit, they just went there, one of those kind of ordeals. But yeah, they totally went there. But fast forward it just a little bit further to what I was getting ready to talk about with that. She is a thief as well. Our sister Gertrude, that lady dies under her care. Essentially, the doctors are like, "Oh, you should have never done that to her." Blah 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 blah. She's in poor distress. She's having like a heart attack breakdown like type thing going on. Um, they send Sister Gertrude to go get something first to help with assist with keeping the old lady alive, and Sister Gertrude just proceeds to go outside and just sit out there and count and wait till she dies. Like it's kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie, it is messed up. There's no kinda to it. It's messed up. It's one of those like it really shows her character right away. But she goes in there and she steals a ring from this dead old lady, and there's this awkward scene that after that where she shows our Paula character, the annoying nun, the one that I don't like. She shows this lady her this ring that she has come across, but she lies to Paula. She talks about how it was something her mother gave her, and she planned on giving it to her, except for she's got problems now, so she can't. So she has to go pawn it off. First off, why the hell would you tell somebody, oh, I was going to give this to you, but I ran into dire times and I ran into dire straits and I really needed to make a few bucks. Why would you tell somebody that? It just, I think that's like telling a kid something he's getting something from Santa Claus, and then on the day of you pull it back and go like one of those kind of ordeals. That's how I kind of looked at it as. But she goes and she takes it in turn. She reveals that she is a morphine addict because she's talking to this other sister, and they're discussing about how the doctors do not want her to be on the morphine anymore. They're discontinuing her prescriptions on it because she has now made it a crutch and she's become an addict. So it is there's that going on. So she takes a day out away from the church. She goes very far away. She takes the ring, pawns it off at some point, but not after. But first, she travels around town. She drinks. She does smokes some cigarettes, picks up her morphine, and then she also picks up a man to take to wherever and have some consensual sex somewhere. And they do. It's a really awkward kind of like love chase scene where she's walking far away from him, but she stops and looks back every once in a while and gives him the fluttery eyes, and this dork is going along with it. He's like, well, why not? I mean, not that she does anything bad to him. She doesn't kill him or do anything wrong to him. She just bangs him out in the middle of the street. It looked like he was in her belly button, not unless his wiener points down and then comes back up with a hook, because they were standing up, and there was, if you look at the logistics of it, he would have been in her belly button. So you got weird shit like that going on here. It is absolutely hysterical in places. It is jaw dropping, like I said earlier, like when the old lady gets her teeth stomped on. The Paola nurse at one point steals these documents and burns them to make it look like, oh no, she really is sick. There's no evidence to show that Anita Ekberg's character is actually sick. Um, Paola is a very manipulative character. You get down to the very end, and you're led to believe the whole time that Anita is a killer. In actuality, she is just very psychologically, just psychologically broken, and she is being blamed for stuff that is happening. So, do keep that in mind. Our Anita character she is a terrible nun. She does essentially kill people by not bringing them the medicines that they need, or there's another scene where she unplugs somebody's drip, morphine drip or whatnot, whatever it is, their medicine that was dripping through the tubes. She at one point unhooks it, and it's just like ha 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 ha, and then the doctor comes in and catches her. So you got some weird stuff like that going on. It shows like how screwed up Anita's character is. She's a real see you next Tuesday, in my opinion. Uh, Anyways, let's get on to my ratings for this one. As far as the technical side goes, this thing's done rather well. It's probably like a 3 out of 5. It's middle of the road in some ways. It's not quite above average when it comes to filmmaking. It is very by the books. It is standard protocol, standard operations and business here. It is nothing really uh, bad. It's a paint by numbers. Let's go. That's a better way to do it. Paint by numbers. Okay, but it is still worth watch. But on the entertainment side, it's a 3 as well. This thing's like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I'm leaning more towards the 6 out of 10. I think it's just a pinch above average, and also, like I said earlier, it is a UK BBFC's Video Nasties. I believe this is on the Section 2 list, if memory serves me correct. So there is that going on for it. Oh, all right. Now that I got it all out of the way, let's move on and put that bad boy down. And tomorrow, I'm not 100% what I got lined up for you. I think I'm going to do an Aussie flick. Like I said, Friday I'm going to have some Dakota Ray for you. So do tune in Friday for a premiere for me. Other people have been reviewing it, but it'll be my first chance of first time of viewing this film of his. All right, guys, love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.